Welcome to Demolition Worker, where we witness the most dangerous engineering feats of humanity as we dismantle this massive suspension bridge today. Standing 200 meters above the rushing river, this structure is a marvel of engineering that we must now carefully take apart. A team of elite workers is equipped with specialized safety gear as they prepare to ascend the massive towers to begin work. Every single movement must be calculated and precise because at this height, there is absolutely no room for any human error whatsoever. The climb is exhausting and demands peak physical condition as they ascend the hollow steel towers towards the very top of structure. Looking down from this dizzying height reveals the sheer scale of the challenge we face while dismantling this iconic bridge structure today. High winds are a constant threat that pushes our workers to their limits while they prepare the heavy hydraulic equipment for action. The heavy hydraulic jacks are lifted into position using high-capacity cranes to provide the force needed to loosen the steel cables. Installing these powerful jacks requires immense strength and coordination to ensure they are perfectly aligned with the tension of steel cables now. As the hydraulic pressure shifts the tension in the cables, we can feel the entire bridge deck vibrating beneath our very feet. Monitoring the pressure gauges is critical to avoid any sudden snap or recoil that could jeopardize the safety of the entire crew. Communication is the backbone of this operation as the team coordinates every single move to ensure a smooth and safe dismantling process. Tension is finally released and the massive steel cable begins to move as we slowly guide it away from the anchor. The bridge deck begins to sway in the wind as the support cables are detached one by one during this complex phase. Watching these massive cables being coiled up shows the raw power involved in managing the weight of such giant bridge structure. Every centimeter we lower the bridge deck brings us closer to completing this massive demolition project without any major accidents or issues. The physical toll is evident, but the morale remains high as the team continues to make steady progress on this difficult task. The scale of this operation is truly breathtaking when viewed from the air, with equipment spread across the entire bridge deck today. We use advanced laser sensors to monitor the structural integrity of the bridge deck as it settles into its new support state. The thermal cutting torch slices through the steel with incredible ease as the team prepares to remove the next major support cable. The sound of the cable hitting the barge echoes across the valley as the team cheers for another successful part of demolition. Lowering the bridge sections requires perfect synchronization between the crane operators and the ground team managing the barge on the river below. From this perspective, the bridge looks like a giant bird taking flight as it is slowly removed piece by piece from structure. Securing the lifting chains is a vital step that must be done with extreme care to avoid any accidental drops or damage. The crane engine roars as it takes the weight of the massive bridge section and lifts it cleanly away from its base. Watching the bridge section detach feels like history being erased in real time as we systematically take apart this massive metal structure. Inspecting the concrete towers for any signs of structural fatigue is essential before we proceed with the final phase of the demolition. As the sun sets, the site becomes a beacon of light in the darkness as we work through the night to finish. Even in the toughest conditions, the team finds time to bond and keep their spirits high before the next shift starts tonight. The night shift is just as demanding as the day and requires the same level of precision and focus from every worker. The bridge looks like a glowing skeleton in the night as our team continues the slow and steady process of full demolition. The rhythmic sound of the hydraulic ram provides a steady beat to our work as we continue to dismantle the support cables. Another cable is safely lowered into the river, marking another milestone in our ongoing mission to remove this bridge from existence. Crane operator is a master of their craft, navigating the massive machine with grace and precision despite the challenging night conditions. Rain adds a new layer of difficulty to our work, making the bridge surface slippery and dangerous for everyone on the site. Walking on the wet metal surface requires extreme caution, as one slip could result in a serious fall from this extreme height. Visibility is limited by the heavy rain, but our team is trained to handle these conditions and continue with the planned work. Taking a moment to clear their vision is necessary to ensure safety and accuracy during these final hours of the night shift. The sunrise brings a new sense of energy as the team prepares for the next phase of the bridge demolition project today. Seeing the bridge in the morning light shows how much we have accomplished and how much more remains to be done now. The shift change is a well-oiled process that ensures our workers stay fresh and alert throughout the entire demolition task today. Safety is always our top priority, so the new crew performs thorough checks on all equipment before starting their important work today. The hydraulic power is immense as it pushes against the heavy steel beams to loosen them from the bridge support structure now. The impact of the falling bridge section sends a shockwave through the water as another part of the structure is successfully removed. Watching the progress from above gives the workers a sense of accomplishment for every single piece of the bridge they remove safely. Removing the concrete sections of the tower is the next major challenge that requires patience and careful planning from our engineering team. The pneumatic hammer breaks the concrete into smaller pieces that can be easily lifted and removed by the heavy-duty cranes nearby. Every bit of debris is cleared away to keep the work area safe for the crew as they continue their dangerous mission today. The courage required to work on the edge of such a high tower is truly remarkable and speaks to the professional training involved. Attaching the final chains to the tower top is a moment of pride for the team as they finish this difficult work phase. The final piece of the tower top rises into the air, marking the end of the most difficult part of our demolition project. The celebration on the tower is well-deserved as the team has worked tirelessly to ensure everything goes according to the plan now. We are now in the final stages of the bridge demolition, and the structure looks vastly different from when we first started today. Removing the hydraulic equipment is the last major technical task before we finish the dismantling of the entire suspension bridge structure today. The hydraulic equipment is lowered back to the ground where it will be stored until the next big demolition project begins in future. Cleaning up the tools is the final step in our day as we prepare to descend from the tower one last time today. The descent down the ladder feels much lighter than the climb up as the team reflects on the job they have done today. Stepping back onto solid ground is a great feeling after spending so much time working at such an extreme height on bridge. The team gathers to share stories and celebrate the successful completion of this massive project that tested their skills and their courage. The bridge that once connected two sides of the river is now gone, leaving only memories of its engineering and our hard work. The project leader looks over the site with satisfaction knowing that the team performed their duties safely and with great skill today. The river flows freely once again as the bridge is now just a part of history after our successful dismantling operation today. The trucks drive away from the site as the workers head home to rest after a long and challenging project is finally done. Peaceful sunset marks the end of our journey today as we look back at the incredible work done by our dedicated team. A single bolt left behind is all that remains of the massive structure that we worked so hard to take apart today here. Looking at the empty river valley reminds us of the power of human engineering and the importance of professional demolition work today. Final checks are essential to ensure we leave the site clean and safe for the environment after our demolition work is done today. Big smile from the crew shows the satisfaction of a job well done in one of the most demanding environments on Earth. Driving away from the site allows us to reflect on the challenges and the triumphs that we experienced during this long project today. The lights go out one by one as the project comes to a quiet end, leaving the river in darkness for the night. BRAND stands for quality and safety in the demolition industry, and we are proud of the work we have accomplished today here. The remaining tower bases stand as a silent testament to the work we have done to dismantle this massive bridge structure today here. Taking off the protective gear is the final moment of the day when the team can finally relax and enjoy their well-earned rest. The journey of this bridge demolition is now complete, and we hope you enjoyed watching this behind-the-scenes look at our work. There is nothing quite like the feeling of finishing a project that pushed you to your limits and beyond every single day here. Nature takes back the river as the bridge is removed, allowing the water to flow without any obstacles in its path today here. Documentation is a key part of our job as we need to record every detail of the dismantling process for future project analysis. Marking the final task is complete brings a sense of closure to the team that worked so hard on this bridge project today. Looking down at the empty site makes us appreciate the scale of what we have achieved as a team of demolition experts today. The sound of the truck door closing is the final sign that our work is done, and it is time to head home now. As we drive away, we leave behind a site that has been safely dismantled thanks to the hard work of our dedicated crew. Looking back at the site brings back memories of the intense work and the challenges we faced together during this long project today. The road ahead is long, but we are proud of what we have accomplished and ready for the next challenge in our future. Driving home is the perfect time to reflect on the hard work and the dedication shown by every member of our team today. The stars shine brightly over the river valley as we end our day and look forward to what tomorrow will bring for us. A well-deserved rest for our workers after a long day of physical labor at such an extreme height on the bridge structure today. The city lights welcome us back after our time in the wilderness and the hard work we put into this bridge project today. Driving over a modern bridge reminds us of how important it is to replace old infrastructure with safe and reliable new modern structures. A smile of satisfaction is the best way to end the day after a successful and safe operation at the bridge site today. Returning to the base marks the end of our workday and the start of a well-deserved rest for our entire crew today. Stretching after a long day of work feels amazing and helps us recover before we get back to the next job tomorrow morning. Everything is stored away and ready for the next job as we close the doors to the garage for the night today here. Saying goodbye to our colleagues is the final step in our day as we head home to our families and our rest tonight. The city is quiet as we end our day of hard work and look forward to the next challenge that lies ahead for us. Thank you for watching this episode of Demolition Worker, where we take on the most challenging projects around the world for you today. We hope you enjoyed our journey and will join us again for our next adventure in the world of professional demolition work today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting episodes and behind-the-scenes scenes looks at our demolition work each week here. Goodbye and see you in the next episode of Demolition Worker, where we continue to take on the world's toughest engineering challenges daily.